Welcome back to the Everyday English Podcast, where we help you navigate life in English. Today, we are building a panic button script, the exact words you need when you make a huge mistake at work. Picture this. It is 9:05 a.m. You open your laptop. There is an email from your boss that says, "This data is wrong." Your stomach drops. Your hands start sweating. You immediately start typing, I'm sorry, over and over again.
I actually lived this nightmare last week. I sent a broken link to a really important client. My first instinct was to just hide under my desk or send a quick email saying, oops, but I knew deep down that would kill my professional reputation.
In this episode, we are going to delete I'm sorry from your vocabulary and give you the 3-step ownership script to fix any disaster like a pro.
It is such a terrible feeling, isn't it? That moment when you realize you messed up?
It is the worst. And the problem is, as language learners, when we panic, our English level drops. We revert to the English we learned in elementary school.
Exactly. We go back to, I am sorry, I am bad, please forgive me.
And while that is polite, it makes you sound very junior. It makes you sound like a child who broke a vase rather than a professional who is managing a situation.
So today is not just about vocabulary, it is about psychology. We want to change how you feel when you make a mistake so you can change what you say.
Let's start with a simulation. We are going to act out the bad version. I want you to listen to this and tell me how it makes you feel about Sarah's competence.
Oh no, I have to be the bad employee?
Yes, you do. I will be the boss. Ready?
Okay, I am ready.
Sarah, I just looked at the quarterly report you sent. The numbers for March are completely missing. This is going to the board in an hour.
Oh my God, I am so sorry. I am really, really sorry. I forgot to check that page. I am so stupid. I will fix it right now. Please don't be mad. I'm so sorry.
Okay, cut. Scene over. How did that feel, Sarah?
Honestly, it felt weak. I felt small. I felt like I was begging you not to fire me.
And as the boss, hearing that made me feel nervous.
Nervous? Why?
Because you were focusing on your feelings, your guilt, your shame, instead of focusing on the solution. When you say, I am so stupid, or please don't be mad, you are making me do the emotional work of comforting you.
That is such a good point. I'm making the boss say, it's okay, don't worry.
Exactly. And a boss does not want to comfort you. They want the problem fixed.
So the first rule of the ownership method is, keep your feelings out of it.
Precisely. We need to move from apology mode to ownership mode.
What is the difference?
An apology looks backward at the mistake. Ownership looks forward at the solution.
I love that. So let's break this down into 3 steps. What is step 1?
Step 1 is the professional admission. You have to admit you were wrong, but without using the word mistake, and definitely without using the word stupid.
But if I don't say I made a mistake, won't I look arrogant, like I'm pretending it didn't happen?
No, because we are going to use a magic word. This is a C1 level vocabulary word that saves careers. The word is oversight.
Oversight. O-V-E-R-S-I-G-H-T.
Yes, an oversight is a mistake made because you missed a small detail, not because you are incompetent. It implies that you are usually very careful, but this one thing slipped through.
That feels so much lighter than mistake. Mistake sounds heavy. Oversight sounds like a small, manageable error.
Exactly. Compare these 2 sentences. I made a huge mistake with the report versus there seems to have been an oversight in the report.
The second one sounds like a technical issue. The first one sounds like a personal failure.
So in our script, step 1 is simply stating facts using this word. Thank you for flagging this. It appears there was an oversight with the March data.
Thank you for flagging this. That is great too. Instead of saying sorry, you thank them for noticing.
Yes, you are validating them. You are saying, good eye, boss. Thank you for catching that. It turns the conflict into a collaboration immediately.
Okay, so I'm not crying, I am not begging, I am saying, thank you for flagging this. That was an oversight on my part.
Perfect. That is ownership. You are holding the mistake, but you are not drowning in it.
Okay, step 1 is done. I have admitted it. But the report is still broken. The board meeting is still in an hour. What is step 2?
Step 2 is the immediate pivot. This is where we swap out a common verb for a professional one. Most people say fix.
I will fix it. Let me fix it.
Fix is okay. It's not wrong, but it's a bit handyman. It sounds like you are repairing a leaky sink.
What should we use instead?
Rectify.
Rectify. Rectify. That sounds serious.
It is serious. It means to put something right. It's formal, precise, and authoritative. I will rectify the situation.
It sounds like something a lawyer would say, or a CEO.
Exactly. And that is the identity we want to project. Even if you are an intern, if you use the word rectify, you sound like you have been in the business for 10 years.
So I am going to rectify this immediately.
Yes, or even better, I will rectify the file. It shows you have power over the problem.
I can feel the difference in my posture just saying it. I will fix it feels like I'm running around with duct tape. I will rectify it feels like I'm sitting at a desk in control.
That is the power of vocabulary.
It changes your mindset. But Tom, I have a question. Sometimes rectify might feel too formal. What if I'm talking to a colleague, not the CEO?
That is a fair point. If rectify feels too stiff, you can use sort out. I will sort this out immediately.
Sort out is good. It is a phrasal verb, so it sounds very natural.
Yes, I'll get that sorted. But for today, since we are building a panic button script for high-stakes situations, let's stick with rectify. It is the safer shield to hide behind.
Okay, so step 1, thank you for flagging this. It was an oversight. Step 2, I will rectify it immediately.
Now we need step 3. This is the most important part, and it involves a specific grammar point that many advanced learners still miss.
Is it about the future tense?
It is. Most learners learn will for the future. I will send it. I will do it.
Right, that is what we are taught in textbooks. I will call you.
But in a professional context, I will send it can sound like a vague promise. It sounds like, I will do it eventually. Maybe tomorrow. Maybe next week.
It lacks urgency.
Exactly. We want to sound proactive. We want to sound like the action is already happening. So we use the future continuous tense.
The future continuous, that is will be plus verb ing, right?
Correct. Instead of I will send the new file, we say I will be sending the new file shortly.
I will be sending. That is subtle. Why does that sound better?
It implies that the action is already in motion. It suggests a process that has already started. I will send sounds like a decision I just made. I will be sending sounds like a plan that is already in progress.
It feels softer, too. I will send it can sound a bit abrupt or aggressive depending on the tone. I will be sending it sounds professional and smooth.
Exactly. It is polite but firm. I will be correcting the data and resending the file within 10 minutes.
That specific time frame is important too, right?
Crucial. Never just say you will fix it. Say when it will be done. That closes the loop. It tells the boss, you can stop worrying now. The solution will arrive in 10 minutes.
So if we put it all together, we have the admission, the pivot, and the action.
Let's try the role play again. We are going to do the good version this time. Same scenario, it's 9:05 a.m., the report is missing data. I'm the angry boss.
Okay, I am ready. I'm sitting up straight, I am breathing. Let's do this.
Sarah, the March numbers are missing from this report. This is a disaster. The board meets in an hour. What happened?
Thank you for flagging that, Tom. That appears to be an oversight on my part regarding the final export. I'm going to rectify that immediately. I will be sending you the updated version within the next 10 minutes.
Oh, okay, great. Thanks, Sarah.
Wow, that felt completely different.
How did it feel for you?
I felt like I stopped your anger. It was like putting up a hand. You couldn't keep yelling because I had already promised the solution.
Exactly. As the boss, when you said, I will be sending it in 10 minutes, my brain went, okay, problem solved. I didn't need to ask you more questions. I didn't need to check your work. I just trusted you.
And I didn't say sorry once.
You didn't. And notice, you didn't sound rude. You sounded efficient.
It is funny because I actually feel less guilty in the second version, even though I didn't apologize.
That is the paradox. Over-apologizing makes you look guilty. Taking ownership makes you look responsible.
I love that. Oversight, rectify, and I will be sending.
Now, before we move on, I want to talk about the softener, because sometimes jumping straight into this was an oversight can feel a bit robotic if you have a very friendly relationship with your boss.
That is true. If my boss is also my friend, I can't just talk like a machine.
So you can add a small softener at the start, but it has to be a power apology, not a weak apology.
What is a power apology?
A weak apology is about you. I'm so stupid, I'm so sorry. A power apology is about the inconvenience. Apologies for the confusion, or sorry for the mix-up.
Apologies for the confusion. I see that in emails all the time.
It is very common because it is impersonal. You are apologizing that confusion exists, not that you are a bad person.
So the full script would be, apologies for the confusion. This was an oversight. I will be rectifying it and will be sending the update in 10 minutes.
Perfection. That is a C2 level response to a crisis.
You know, Tom, listening to this, I realize I use the weak apology in my personal life too.
Oh, really?
Yeah. If I am late to dinner with friends, I show up saying, "Oh my God, I'm so sorry. The traffic was bad. I'm terrible."
We all do it. It is a hard habit to break.
Can we use this method for smaller mistakes, like being late?
Absolutely. Let's adapt it. You are late to a meeting. You walk in. Everyone is looking at you.
The weak version. So sorry, traffic, sorry.
The ownership version. Apologies for the delay.
Apologies for the delay. Short, crisp.
And then the pivot. You don't need to rectify anything because you are already there. So you pivot to the present action. Apologies for the delay. I am ready to get started. What did I miss?
Oh, that is bold. What did I miss?
It shows you are eager to work. You are not dwelling on the lateness. You are focusing on the meeting.
It shows the energy from Sarah is late to Sarah is here and ready to work.
Exactly. You are managing the room's attention. You are taking the spotlight off your mistake and putting it on the work.
This is really just about confidence, isn't it? English confidence.
It is. Language is a tool for signaling status. If you use low status language, sorry, stupid, mistake, people treat you like you are low status. If you use high status language, oversight, rectify, will be sending, people treat you like a leader.
I have a question about the grammar again. We talked about I will be sending. Can we practice that a bit more? Because I feel like I might slip back into I will send.
Sure, let's do a drill. I'll give you a situation and you give me the future continuous response.
Okay, hit me.
Situation 1. You forgot to attach the file to the email. I reply and say, hey, there is no attachment.
Okay, step 1. Apologies for the oversight. Step 3. I will be attaching it right now? No, that sounds weird.
Close. I am resending it right now is present continuous. That works. But try to use the future continuous promise. I will be sending it over immediately.
I will be sending it over immediately. Okay.
Situation 2. You promised to call a client, but you forgot. I ask, did you call Mr. Jones?
That was an oversight. I will be calling him right after this meeting.
Perfect. I will be calling him. It sounds like it is already in your calendar. It sounds certain.
If I said I will call him, it sounds like I might forget again.
Exactly. I will call him is a thought. I will be calling him is a plan.
Before we continue with more examples, I just want to remind everyone listening, if you are enjoying this deep dive into professional English, make sure you are subscribed to the Everyday English podcast. We do episodes like this every week to help you move from textbook student to confident speaker.
Yes, and hit the bell icon so you don't miss our next episode on handling difficult negotiations. That one is going to be essential.
Okay, back to the script. We have covered oversight and rectify. Are there any other magic words for these situations?
There is one more phrase I love. It's for when the mistake is not entirely your fault.
Ooh, the dangerous territory.
Yes, sometimes you made a mistake because the instructions were unclear.
Right. The boss said send the report, but didn't say include the March data.
Now, if you say you didn't tell me to include the March data, you are starting a fight.
Yeah, that's defensive. The boss will get angry.
So we need a phrase that shares the blame without pointing a finger. That phrase is misunderstanding.
Misunderstanding.
It appears there was a misunderstanding regarding the requirements.
That is so diplomatic. There was a misunderstanding. It's nobody's fault. It just existed.
Exactly. It uses the passive idea. You aren't saying I misunderstood or you misunderstood. You are saying a misunderstanding occurred.
It creates a neutral space.
Yes, and then you pivot immediately. It appears there was a misunderstanding regarding the requirements. I will be updating the report to include the March data immediately.
You still do the work. You still fix it, but you don't take the shame for it.
Precisely. You are being a team player. You are solving the gap in communication.
I feel like this is a superpower. I used to think English was just about knowing the names of things, table, chair, report, but this is about social engineering.
That is what advanced English is. It is not just describing the world, it is shaping how people perceive you.
Let's talk about tone for a second, because we are giving people these scripts, but if they say them with a shaky voice, will it still work?
That is a great question. The delivery matters as much as the words.
If I say, it was an oversight, I will be rectifying it. It doesn't sound very confident.
No, you need to drop your pitch. When we panic, our voice goes up. We speak fast and high. So sorry.
Right, the panic squeak.
To sell the ownership script, you need to slow down and lower your voice.
Can we try that? I will do the shaky version, then the grounded version.
Go for it.
Thanks for flagging that. It was an oversight. I'll rectify it. I'll be sending it soon.
Yeah, I don't trust that person. That person is sweating.
Okay, now the grounded version. Thank you for flagging that. It was an oversight. I will be rectifying that immediately.
I trust that person. That person is in control.
It is almost like acting.
It is acting. Business is acting. And when you are speaking a second language, you have to act a little bit harder because you don't have the automatic comfort of your native tongue.
So the physical tip is take a breath, lower your shoulders, lower your voice, then speak.
Yes, the silence before you speak is powerful. If the boss says this is wrong and you take 2 seconds to breathe, it shows you are thinking, not panicking.
And then you drop the script. It was an oversight.
I want to address one specific fear our listeners might have. What if the mistake is really bad, like costing the company money bad?
Oh yeah, like I printed 5,000 brochures with a typo.
In that case, oversight might feel too small.
Yeah. Oops, small oversight, I just wasted $5,000. Sounds dismissive.
In serious cases, you need to add an impact statement.
What is that?
It is where you acknowledge the severity. You say, I understand the gravity of this error.
I understand the gravity. Gravity means weight, seriousness.
Yes, it shows you aren't taking it lightly.
So the script becomes, I understand the gravity of this error. I am already working on a solution.
Exactly. Step 1, acknowledge gravity. Step 2, the solution. Notice we still don't say, I am so stupid.
We never say, I am stupid.
Never. It helps no one.
So for the brochures, I understand the gravity of this error. I have already contacted the printer to stop the presses, and I will be sending the corrected file within the hour.
Perfect. You are a problem solver.
I feel like I need to write these down on a sticky note and put it on my monitor.
That is actually my challenge for everyone listening today. Do not wait until you make a mistake to learn these lines, because when the mistake happens, your brain will shut down.
You will go into fight or flight mode.
Exactly. And in flight mode, you will revert to, sorry. You need to have the script physically ready.
So write it down?
Yes. Open a blank email draft right now. Subject line, emergency script.
And type it out?
Type it out. Thank you for flagging this. It was an oversight. I will be rectifying it immediately. I will be sending the update by time. And save it in your drafts folder? Yes. So the next time you feel that panic, you don't have to think. You just open your drafts, copy, paste, fill in the details, and hit send.
That is such a good life hack. It protects you from your own panic.
It buys you clarity.
Before we wrap up, let's do one final viewer activation. We want to make sure you guys have the grammar locked in.
Good idea. We are going to give you a prompt, and we want you to say the ownership response out loud. If you are on the bus, you can whisper it. If you are in the car, shout it.
Here is the situation. You are a graphic designer, you sent the final logo to the client, but you spelled the company name wrong.
Ouch, that is painful.
The client emails you. You spelled our name wrong.
Okay, listeners, take a deep breath, use the word oversight, and the grammar I will be correcting.
Go.
Sarah, what should they have said?
Apologies for the oversight. I will be correcting the spelling and will be sending the new file immediately.
If you said that, you passed the test. You are ready for the workplace.
I feel so much better about my next mistake. I mean, I hope I don't make one, but if I do, I'm ready.
Mistakes are inevitable, Sarah. How we handle them is what defines our career.
True. It is not about being perfect. It is about being professional.
And remember, this applies to emails, phone calls, and even face-to-face meetings. The script is your shield.
Oversight, rectify, I will be sending.
3 keys to confidence.
We would love to know if this was helpful for you. In the comments below, I want you to practice the pivot grammar. Complete the sentence. I noticed an oversight, so I will be blanking the file immediately. Fill in that blank with a professional verb. Updating, checking, revising. Let's see your best professional vocabulary. We read every comment, and we might even correct your grammar if you ask nicely.
Thank you so much for listening. Go write that sticky note.
See you in the next episode. Bye.